So, Mr. Anyas, could you share with us a few useful Excel formulas or templates that you think will make your financial tracking easier for a small business owner?
Yes, it is. As for Excel, is one of the tools that has been used from time memorial to keep records and also financial transactions. So Excel has been very helpful for a very long time before the inception of so many accounting softwares that actually, even with the inception of the accounting software, small businesses that are not able to afford these softwares would manage with Excel, and which is still very important because you did talk about Excel formulas. There are so many formulas, and the basics ones that anybody can use to, especially when it comes to keeping records, that has to do with sum if formula, which is the popular ones that can be used. The sum if would actually help you to be able to sum the specific amount that you want to do, whether it has to do with your sales, whether it has to do with your purchases, whether you have to do with your stock, whether it has to do with your cash. So at the end of the day, it will help you to be able to keep a very nice account, because you need to prepare your sales. At the end of the day, you get the total of your sales, which at the end of the month, it will give you the entire sales that you have made. Then you move to your, let's say, your stock. The stock, you buy some from your suppliers and you sell some to your customers. So at the end of the day, using plus and add to your Excel, would be able to get how much you have sold out and how much it is remaining. So at the end of the day, your closing stock, when you combine it with your addition and the subtraction together with the sum if formula, you'll be able to get your closing stock, which is very, very useful for you. And you also have to prepare your income statement. Your income statement is what you use to find out how much you have earned, taking out all your expenditure from it to see whether you are making profit or you are making loss. So this with Excel, the revenue that you have earned from your sales will become your revenue that you use to match against your expenditure that you have made during the period. So when you match with it, whatever you have remaining will be, whether if you have a positive outcome, it means you are making profit. And if you have a negative outcome, at the end of the day, when you deduct your expenses from your revenue, when you have positive outcome, it means you are making profit. But if it is negative, it means you are making a loss. Then you move to your financial position, which is popularly known as the balance sheet. The balance sheet will be the same. You can link the sales from one sheet to the other to be able to establish to add your profitability to your capital, and also calculate for your closing stock, which we talked about earlier, which will be part of your balance sheet. And you also have your cash. At the end of the day, whatever expenses that your cash book balance would also have to appear there, whether it is bank or whether it is cash. At the end of the day, it has to be part of your balance sheet. So you match your capital must be equal to your assets plus your liability. It must match up together to balance your balance sheet. And ending with it, you can also prepare your cash flow statement, which is very, very important, because the cash flow statement balance that you get will be what you have into your balance sheet as your cash balance or bank balance. So matching your operational activity, you'll be able to understand whether your operations, you have excess net cash flow from operating, or when you have negative cash flow from operating activity. Then you also match your investing activity, your financing activity. So at the end of the day, your financing activity net financing activity, net operational activity, and net investing activity should be equal to your cash and cash equivalents at the end of the when you
Wow.
have a prior cash at the beginning, when you match it together with this, you should be able to establish your cash and cash equivalent at the end of a period. So when
Okay.
with the use of Excel, you'll be able to do this on monthly basis. You'll be able
Wow.
to establish all of this without even going for when you think software will be very difficult for you to be able to get. But
Wow.
always speak to the tech people who are into it, give you a very appropriate advice on how to go. If the Excel is enough for you, you can choose the Excel. But if they can create something which is more affordable for you, I will advise that you go in for something which is more affordable in the form of system that will suit your operational activity.
Wow.
It is always necessary to be able to understand this because it will help you very well in your business.